Chicago and New York City are atypical places to go digging for fossils. But thanks to a technology-enhanced science camp run by the Field Museum, that's exactly what teens in these two cities did this summer.
This was kind of part two of a successful program that happened here at the Field Museum last year called I Dig Tanzania, where we followed a group of scientists on a paleontological dig. This time it was in Zambia, so we had I Dig Zambia.
The students used computer simulations and remote video footage from Field Museum scientists working a real-life paleontological dig to teach them about the fossils, ecology, and local culture in Zambia.
We did a combination of activities that were in Second Life. We did real-world activities. We had Skype call with the scientists. We had videos from the scientists. We had letters and picture exchanges with the kids, with the youth in Mafue. And we also had some good hands-on behind-the-scenes tour drumming sessions here at the Field Museum as well. All in hopes of bringing kids in Chicago here at the Field Museum and in New York with Global Kids so they would be able to go on this dig with the scientists virtually.
Well, I've always been really interested in paleontology, pretty much as long as I can remember, really.
The goal of the camp was to learn about Zambia, but mastering the technological tools was an essential part of the process.
So when I got here, I learned, about the different technology.
Once you figured out the basics, then you kind of were just able to go from there.
You just kind of learn the skills by practicing a lot. Like building, it comes naturally.
It wasn't like they felt like they learned Second Life. They learned about fossils, and they learned about like AIDS in Zambia. And they learned about, elephant and human interactions.
Basically, what the elephants in Zambia do, they're considered pests because they run over the plants. But in Second Life, we had Rick, one of the adults. He was the elephant, and we had our own plants, and he would run over all the plants. And then after that, when we caged him and we kind of put walls so he couldn't get in, we saw that these kind of beetles went on the trees. And so then after that, we learned that the elephants, they actually prevent the beetles from going on the trees, and the beetles kill the plants more than the elephants. And if we didn't have Second Life, that'd be we would just be told how that worked. But through Second Life, we were actually able to build our own walls, and we were able to experience it ourselves.
Doing is, I find, always better than reading for kids, because then you can make it your own. So that's, the strength of Second Life is them to be able to do stuff they wouldn't normally be able to do.
Well, there's, the added bonus of being able to, communicate with people all over the world in real time, which is nice. A
lot of the kids really enjoyed working with kids in New York. I really enjoyed that too. I think that was one of the most unique parts about this project, is that you have groups of teens from across the country working together in real time on this project.
We would help each other out over Second Life and over voice.
Skype was probably the most useful. I mean, because just the text was good. Then text and pictures was really good, and then the video chats were great. So I think it was a really kind of original sort of twist to the regular science camp.
It was a really nice experience, and I'd like to participate in it again next year. I think schools, they should kind of learn about this, and they would be able to connect with more schools around the world.